Morning, everyone. So it's currently like 11 something. I don't even know. But I decided that today I'm going to do a cook with me video, which I'm not doing anything special. It's cold, it's snowy outside in Wisconsin today. So what's better on a cold, snowy day than a delicious pork roast, pork loin, something that's warm and is going to keep our bellies warm as well. Also, the heat from the oven is amazing. So what I'm making today is this pork loin. It's actually frozen right now. So what I do when it's frozen is I cook it at 325 for 120 to 125 minutes, depending on how big it is, or until the internal temperature is 185. So, sorry, I just got a message. So what I'm going to do to season it, oh, don't mind my belly, is I'm actually just going to take this and sprinkle it all over the roast or loin, even though it's frozen, just because as it starts to heat up, it'll kind of sink in. Don't mind the big trucks driving by my house. I actually put a lot on because we like flavor in this house. And I rub it in, and I do it on all sides. I just spilled that all over my counter. Go down, 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 down. And don't mind the noise in the background. That is just me watching Tara Henderson on YouTube. I love her videos. She's an amazing mom. And she has 2 little girls and a little boy. You can't even see me. I'm out of focus. So I'm just rubbing this in on every side I can. All the cracks and corners, getting it in there. This is why we buy the big thing of ranch seasoning, because I use it for everything. So it looks like this now. It's all coated. And then there's a crack kind of in the pan as well. Yeah. And then once the oven's preheated, my hands are covered in this now. Okay. And now that that's coated, I'm just gonna grab, what's it called? A cutting board. And I'm gonna chop up a small onion. If I can grab one. Well, this isn't really that small. It's kind of like a medium onion, honestly. So I'm just gonna cut this in half. If I can get it cut. Your homie doesn't know how to cook that well, but my recipes always come out pretty dang good. So I cut that in half before even peeling off that stuff. The skin, that stuff. It's skin. And then I peel off the onion. Skinny stuffy. And if I can get the skin off. Your girl's having difficulties today. So many difficulties. If I can get the skin off, we can get it chopping. So I don't ever take off these ends because I watched Chef Ramsay, cut an onion once. And ever since I started leaving these on, since watching that video, like, it's been game changing, y'all. It's so much easier to cut an onion. So I'll just scrape this shit to the side. Stuff. Don't want to get demonetized today. So what I do is I just pop off that end, just one end of it. And I go down like that. I try to make them as even as possible because something I learned in home ec is when the things one of the things. When the slices are even, they cook at the same rate, which I know that sounds stupid, that I had to learn that in home ec when I was in school, but your girl never cooked before she had kids, so oh my gosh, my eyes are watering, y'all. And then all I do is I just go crazy on chopping it side to side. These onions are potent. Freaking potent. I mean, you don't, and I'm using a white onion, but technically you don't have to use white. You could use yellow or red onion or purple onion, whatever the color they are. And I don't have the Gordon Ramsay technique down because I'm not Gordon Ramsay, but your girl's trying. I'm learning slowly. And the reason I chop them into such small pieces, holy cow, you see that? You see my eyes are watering? Holy shit. And the reason I cut them up into small pieces is because my kids say they don't like onions, but I cook with them all the time, and as long as I cut them into small pieces and they can't really see them, they eat them. So, and by my kids, I mean Aiden. Arabella will eat anything I put in front of her. Oh my gosh. Whew. You see that? Fucking onions. And Arabella is napping right now. Amelia is playing in the living room watching Tara. The oven is preheated. So the reason I put the onions, let me move this. So the reason I put the onions on the pan right away instead of waiting is because as the onions cook, the flavor obviously releases onto the pan and into the loin. And I'm only using half of this onion. I'm not using the whole thing. I'll put this in my fridge for probably whatever I cook tomorrow. And then I always scrape. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the onions right on top. And sprinkle them around the pan. I'm not putting the vegetables on here yet because of the fact I don't want them to burn. I'll put them on like the last 30 minutes. So there's that. And I'm just going to pop this in the oven and let it start cooking. Oh, my whole body's running now from these onions. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this in the oven. And then I will be back when I start putting the other stuff on. Like the vegetables. I'm not going to put potatoes because we don't have potatoes, but I'll probably do like a stir fry mix of frozen vegetables. Just pop it right in there. Put more seasoning on it. Yeah. So pop that in there. And like I said, I am only cooking I think it was like 6.5 pound loin. So I'm only going to cook it for about 120 minutes-ish. Or until the internal temp reaches, 185. So I'll put my timer on. This part's the long part. An hour. Crap. Your girl can't do math today either. Okay, so 120, 60. I don't even know. I'll just start it. I'll cook it for about 2 hours right now. And then at the hour mark, I will check it. I'm itchy all over. Okay, so at the hour mark, I will check it, see what the internal temp is, then pop back in if it's not the right internal temp. And we shall be back shortly. See ya! Okay guys, so it's been about an hour. I'm gonna be taking the loin out of the oven. And my shirt came untied. Out of the oven and checking the internal temp to see. After I reviewed the footage for me actually making it, the loin, I realized how dumb I looked when I couldn't realize that 60 plus 60 is 120 and that does equal 2 hours. Yeah, if you can't tell, Mama hadn't slept. So, I'm gonna grab my meat thermometer thingy. We keep it in our fridge. We're weird. Don't mind my face. It's horrible. There's one there, one there, one there. My face just is breaking out like crazy. Okay. So, this is the meat thermometer thingy that we have. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick that right in the middle of my loin thingy. Okay. So this is what it looks like as of now. The onions are burning because I didn't think about that. So stick that right down into the center of it. And you just watch it as it rises. I'm just shutting off my timer so it doesn't. Okay, so as of right now, I don't know if you can tell, but it's reading at about 80 degrees. So I don't even know if you could see that. So what I'm gonna do, take that out. I'm gonna grab some water. I really need to do my dishes today too. I'm not grabbing much, just about that much water. I'm going to dump it into the pan. I can't get it. And just right on top. Just like that. And I'm going to take this lovely spoon and try to move around the onion, which I have burnt to a ready crisp on this pan, and flip over this loin. Oh god, it's sticky. Oh, okay. Flip it over like that. And if you can't guess what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some more seasoning to it. So what I'm going to grab, let's see. So I'm going to put more ranch seasoning and a little bit of Tabasco. And just sprinkle some more on there. And by sprinkle, I mean douse the whole damn thing in ranch seasoning. And kind of rub that all around. I didn't fully think that through. So, my hands are covered in melted ranch seasoning. Gross. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep trying to wipe this off as much as possible. Just wipe my hands off. Yes, I will be washing my hands right after I'm done putting more seasonings on. So I'm gonna grab this Tabasco pepper sauce, just normal Tabasco sauce. Put a little bit on there, give it a kick. Because to me, honestly, the ranch seasoning doesn't even taste like ranch. So that's why I don't really mind that yeah. So now I'm gonna grab some garlic powder, sprinkle that on. Some onion powder. Some pepper. In case you can't tell, I like seasons. Let's see what else. Chili powder. Where's my cumin, bro? Ground cumin, there it is. And a little bit of cumin. But not too much, because otherwise it'll taste like tacos. And your girl don't want tacos, she want pork loin. P just woke up from a nap. So I'm trying to hurry. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this lovely concoction back into the oven for another hour. And we shall wait for it to be cooked, or for the last. So then at this, the last. Okay, so when this hour is over, I'm probably gonna check the internal temp again. Ooh, it's cold in here. If it's still not at 185, I will put it back in, but around the last 30 minutes. Yeah, around the last 30 minutes, I'll add vegetables. I don't know if I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do yet for vegetables. If I'm gonna make it more into a stir fry, or if I want to make just noodles or mashed potatoes with it. I don't know yet. We'll figure that out when we get there, because I don't know yet. Okay, so there's so much more. Don't mind my awkwardness. I'm a little awkward all the time. So, got 40 seconds left on the timer. Then I'll check the internal temperature. I'm just going to put some green beans and corn on the pan with some butter, because we got to salt, and I need to go shopping to get some, but I don't want to leave my house because it's snowing and cold. Amelia and Arabella are currently fighting in the living room. Sister issues. My phone's currently at 7%, so it might die on you while I'm cooking, but it happens. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What, baby? What do you want, babe? Ooh. I did check the internal temperature at 30 minutes left, just to see if I could add the vegetables yet, but I couldn't because it wasn't quite there. So I'm just doing the same thing as I was before, sticking it in and letting it read. It is currently going up and up and up and up. What, baby? You want what? You want what, baby? And it's at about 175. Ow! Ow, 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 ow. mean. Arabella just threw my broom at me. Oh, it's still going up. Never mind. I lied. It's probably... What, baby? Let me finish cooking supper, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open these while it's reading. Dump the green beans on one side. Yeah, it's at about 180, so it shouldn't take too long. Oh. Yeah, it shouldn't take too much longer to cook. It's at like 180, like I said. Now I'm going to add some corn. Because, ooh, I'm dumping it everywhere. Sis, put your dad's douche food away. Oh gosh, my phone's at 5%. So I'm just gonna throw some butter on here if I can get this out. And probably let it cook for 15 minutes more. And then I'll check back in with ya. So, see you soon. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Okay, so it's 15 minutes later. The timer just went off. I'm gonna check the internal temp of my loin again. I did move over because I'm now cooking mac and cheese for the girls because I always feed them a late lunch because they sleep through actual lunch time. Yeah. Let's check. We'll pull this puppy out. It's looking pretty good. Let's see. Stick that puppy in there. Let's see how hot it's gotten. Oh, yeah. But I noticed when I was editing some of the last clips I've filmed, that my kitchen looks like a complete mess. Which it is, obviously. You saw that. But all that brown stuff on the floor was my dog decided to be a turd ass. And we just bought him a new bed and he decided to rip it apart. Well, I put the stuffing back in, sewed it shut, and then the turd ass decided to let's do it again. And I just did not feel like whatever it's called, re-sewing it, restuffing it, and all that stuff. So I just left it there to clean up and throw away because obviously he doesn't care. He doesn't like his bed. Oh my gosh. So for some reason, there we go. So in some spots it's cooked. What? So now this turd is not going past 160, which is weird because it was like 180 the last time we checked in on it. And I don't understand how it cooled down. Maybe the corn cooled it down. I don't know how to cook in the stove. I always cook in the crock pot. And my daughter broke my crock pot. So here we are trying to figure out how to cook on a stove, in an oven. Okay, it's moving back up again. I'm completely confused. Because now it's saying it's reading at 180. So maybe it's just cooked all the way through in some spots, but not in the others. Not quite for sure. but master. My daughter's screaming. Sorry about that. That's Amelia. She's always angry and screaming. Yeah. But anyways, talking about the mess earlier, I will be deep cleaning the house later today. And my girls are throwing a fit because the mac and cheese isn't done yet. But I'm going to pop this thing back in the oven for a little bit longer because some of the vegetables are still frozen anyways. And then, oh my gosh, it's hot. Okay. Your girl should not have a cooking show. Let's just put it that way. Your girl can't cook. I tried, but I can't. I mean, in the crock pot, hell yeah. Your girl can throw down a crock pot meal. Your girl can whip up some brats like nothing else. But when it comes to cooking in the stove, it's a no-go. The only thing I'm really good at cooking in the oven, is anything sweet. You give me something sweet, I can make it. Meat, not so much. I try. I really do. Okay, but I'm going to cut this clip short because my girls are screaming and no one wants to listen to that. So, I will check back in with you in another 15 to 20 minutes, depending. Yeah. See you soon. Sorry for the lighting, y'all. Sorry for the lighting. I don't know if I got cut off. But we are back for another episode of Shalee Doesn't Know How to Cook. So far, that's what it looks like. She's mad because her mac and cheese is in the cooler cooling off. It's still pretty juicy in there. So we're going to let that sit while I get her mac and cheese. Okay, it's not really mac and cheese, it's shells and cheese, but she's going to eat that. I'm going to check this. This stuff's got to be done, yo. I think it's done. It's done. I'm calling it good. I'll cut it open. We'll see if it's done. If it's pink in the middle, it ain't done. Right? Right. That's how I feel about it. My handy dandy pink knife. Whoop. If you can't tell, trying to get the dishes done. It's just not happening yet. I will move this onion out of the way and move this thing of mac and cheese. I don't really have a lot of counter space, so that's why we do everything in one spot. That's why you're homey. Well, the seasonings are nice and crispy. And it's cooked. Okay. Are all the vegetables cooked? Vegetables are all nice and cooked. Now the best part about cooking is trying it, so now I'm going to take a small piece of this, just the tiniest incy-wincy little piece, and I'm going to try that as well. And the reason I pre-cook supper so early in the day is because Jake works third shift, and even though he's not home to eat supper with us, I want him to still have a good supper to eat at work. So that's why I made dinner so early. So now I'm going to cut up my piece of loin and try it. Honestly, we should ask the real food expert. Sissy is in the house. Hey, sis. Oops. Sorry, y'all. No, I swear. Hey, sis. You want to try this? You want to try this for me? Is it good or bad? It's hot. It's hot. Do you not like it? Is it yummy? Let it cool down and then try it. Mom's going to try her piece. Ready? 1. Get your piece. Ooh. Here, get your piece. Get your piece. Here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Is it good or bad? Is it good? Sissy, do you like it? Sis. It's hot. Do you like it though? You eat it. You don't like it? Is it icky? You just prefer your mac and cheese? Is that good? Hope you guys don't mind smacking. Okay. So Sissy's not really a fan. But I don't think it's bad. It's not dry. It's got lots of flavor to it. Oh, there she goes, putting it back in her mouth. Good? Yeah or no? No? Then why are you eating it? So it looks like, okay, I really like it. We'll see. We'll ask Jake when he tries it when he wakes up. Okay. So that is the first episode of Learning How to Cook with Me. Whoop. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call the series. Learning to Cook with Shalee. Good idea. Good idea. You have cheese. Okay, y'all. So I will see you next time. Please like this video and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you'd like to see more of me. I will be making videos. Look at my dirty kitchen. Disgusting. I will be making more of these videos. I'll also be making videos that of me doing my makeup, videos of my kids, days in the life, anything and everything you guys request, I can probably do. So, let me know what kind of videos you would like to see in the comments, and until next time, bye guys!